wanted me gone, boy, I'm here to stay. Stop calling me little bro, I got mileage on me. Walked in with the whole team and we riding on him. More action and no talk, I went quiet on him. I'm passing it wild nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. That's when
I know you've both been sitting patiently for the past 2 years. Waiting for your shot, so I made a decision. Neither one of you will be starting.
What do you mean? We've done everything that you asked of us.
Well, there is no hint of fall here on this hot and humid Saturday afternoon. Students and alumni have made the early season pilgrimage to Hard Rock Stadium in Miami for the season-opening kickoff classic on EA Sports. It's the home state Florida Gators taking on the Clemson Tigers. College football is back here on EA Sports. The new season underway here in Miami. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. 1st and 10, Florida. Out of the gun, it's White. Trouble, and he's taken down. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's 2nd down.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there.
Unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Throwing on 3rd and long. White. And White lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. They had the big play on the fumble return. They were looking for the 1-2 punch, but they couldn't get that 2-point conversion.
And I have to wonder, were they scheduled to go ahead and kick the extra point, but after a play like that, you talk about the 1-2 punch, right? It's a momentum play. Go for 2 and really try to capitalize, and that's what they attempted.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive. Then suddenly the fumble. Under pressure, they got him again. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now. Down a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, here's White. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And taken at the 46. Fighting to stay on his feet past midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 49-yard line. Garcia on 1st and 10. He'll run it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
That play right there, Charles, that is a prime example of why Coach O'Brien likes this young quarterback on the field, his ability to scramble.
And you talk about the ability to scramble, move his feet, quarterback run plays, you name it. Everything is in the playbook now when he comes on the field. And that's what you like because you know Coach O'Brien's background is defense. And as a defensive coordinator, what drove him crazy? Quarterbacks that can move.
But the coaches even said to us, Charles, that at times he reminds them of a running back.
Yeah, and they don't want to say it very loudly and take all the motivation away from this young man. But if they have to move him to running back full time, they'd be very confident that he'd be a good one.
Let's go. A very strong gain of 24.
Well, these college offenses, Charles, so wide open. And there's an example right there that we just saw. And let me ask you, how does a college offense...
And he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And Clemson tacks onto their lead. Early on, they have all facets of the game working in tandem.
Yeah, you give the defensive touchdown early to give you the first score. And then your offense piggybacks on top of that and gets their own. And any coach we've ever talked to, and we've had that conversation with them prior to the game, they always say, you know, if we can score on defense or special teams, that gives us like a 95% chance of winning the game. I don't know if that number's correct, but it certainly does tend to play out that way, doesn't it?
It does.
So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both failed.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on, but the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Gators take over 1st and 10. At their own 26.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action, here's White. Now White lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them. Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
This is taken at the 23. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
35-yard line.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. On 1st down, Garcia almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake. Garcia flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. 12-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Clemson Tigers 12. Gators nothing.
Garcia now throwing on first down. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
From the gun, Garcia. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way. He should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun. Garcia, flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm not sure it made a difference on that play, but one thing to keep in mind, here in the early part of the year during a day game, the sun does play a factor on deep balls.
Steps away. And this is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. Here's 1st and goal, Clemson. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take this in for a Clemson touchdown. DeAndre Jewell with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. Here's Garcia. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. So after the touchdown, Clemson back out there to kick this thing away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Gator offense about ready to get this next drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the ground, Ellington. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
From the gun, White. And that will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. They'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jewell. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. He may try and run for this. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain. Off-play action. Garcia escaping the pressure right. Going up top for Miller. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Now Garcia on 3rd down. Flushed out right. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown Clemson. Jackson Henry, 48 yards. And Clemson tacks on to their lead. What a special moment for him. The first passing touchdown of his college career. And certainly a moment that he will never forget.
And it always helps to get that first one out of the way, doesn't it? I know right now that he just wants to go and jump to the top of the stadium and throw his hands up and exult a little bit. But he's had a chance to prove that he can do it now. He got it done. It's been a long time in the making. Now he's just got to harness that emotion and continue to play.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
First and 10.
Ready to begin their next drive. Here's the Florida offense. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now White to throw on 3rd down. Can't get it right, and he's taken down.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Look at this spin.
Balance.
It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Now Garcia to throw. To throw again. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The final shot before break. Garcia going deep this time for Miller. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And with that, we reach halftime in Miami in the opener to this college football season. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
their own 25th.
The Tiger offense ready to get after it one more time. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Donnie Simpson, 76 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
On second down, it's Jennings, and he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, White. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Let's go!
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They go play action here on first down. Complete, the tight end Rivera. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And they'll try to run the option here. Bust through the tackle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down. Operating from the gun, Garcia. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. Garcia on first down, buying time to his left. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Here now is second and 10, again from the 41. On the carry, it's Jewell. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. From the gun, Garcia forced out to his left. Going, it's caught at the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. First and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Going to hand to Jewell. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Garcia now looking to throw on 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Clemson coming to the line. They'll go for 2 here. Here's Garcia Operating from the gun. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now throwing on first down and completing it. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 24-yard line.
And that is going to do action. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Here's Ellington. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Again, they run with Ellington. And here he'll get it down to the 7. The 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. The Gators now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Operating from the gun, White. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. Partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this one complete to Simpson. And he will score. Touchdown, Clemson. Donnie Simpson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on.
I'll tell you what, a pretty special performance for his first ever start. Now with 3 touchdown passes.
Well, that's not a bad number to get things going, is it? Because, let's face it, we had our attention on him coming into this game. He's fully captivated us now. With every score, I think he's making his case to stay as the starting quarterback and not get involved in a rotation system.
And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Throwing again on second down. White. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20.
Second down pass.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now Garcia, off play action. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Garcia. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. Now Garcia to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Garcia to throw on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Clemson.
That's now his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And, boy, this has been quite a performance for the junior, as we remind you, getting his first ever college start.
And this has really been an amazing story because ordinarily, when a junior's making his first start, he's had a few reps along the way prior to it. But in this case,
So things got off to a solid start. But after several weeks, you and Tommy had rotated quite a bit. Reminiscent of Michigan when Tom Brady and Drew Henson split snaps. That had to be frustrating for you both.
Wake up. What are these dishes doing at my feet? Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you two all riled up?
Just turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
If I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Well, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to, what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Oh, this whole thing again? Are you dumb? I didn't take anything from you. Your body took it from you. Look, Tommy, I'm sorry.
No. I'm just gonna leave.
I don't know what his problem is.
You gotta go talk to him, man. Go clear the air.
He's the one with the problem. Look, if he wants to talk, he can come find me.
Jumping fiddlesticks.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, the top travel destination this week for